Hey everyone, and welcome back to Kuala Lumpur.
So today I'm looking to ride the monorail, which I'm excited about, to the Batu Caves. Now, a couple things about the monorail. One, it does not show up on Google Maps, which is really, really difficult in trying to find your way. Two, the monorail does not connect on both sides, meaning a stop. So my stop is Bukit Nanas, but depending on which way I'm going, I need to just know which way I'm going because I can't actually cross to the other side inside the monorail. So that's a little bit confusing, and even as you're approaching the monorail station, it doesn't always tell you where the line is going and what your next stop is. I just use Google Maps to try to help me in figuring out my direction. If you're not familiar too with the Batu Caves, it's a famous temple here in KL. I'm sorry, I know it's noisy, I'm on the street. But it's not only a famous temple, but there's caves there, and there's actually multiple temples. And the caves actually date back 400 million years. So I'm not sure I've actually been to something that ages back to that time. So this should be really amazing to see, and I'm super excited to go and check out the temple and the caves.
Just outside the city sits one of Malaysia's most iconic landmarks, Batu Caves, a place where nature, history, and spirituality all come together.
Okay, I just got a lesson in KL transportation, and it is really confusing because, again, it doesn't show up on Google Maps. So it's faster for me because I have to go to KL Central. It's faster for me to take the Dang Wahi line, which is the MRT. So there's the LRT, which is half underground, half above ground. There's the MRT, which is underground, and then there's the monorail system. Again, it's hard because Google Maps is not available to tell you what you're doing. The maps are great looking at it, but then you also have to see what line is this. All right, so I think I'm walking this way to the Kailana. All right, so yeah, Dang Wahi, I see it right here. So, and then I also have to get two different tickets because they're owned by two different companies. So, I'm gonna take the Dang Wahi, I'm gonna go to KL Central, and then I'm gonna get on another line to go on the monorail actually, to ride it directly to the Batu Caves. But yeah, a little bit confusing. So I'm so glad that he took the time to come and explain it to me. I'm very thankful to that, and trying to explain to you guys because it is rather confusing, and it's also kind of time consuming, which is why sometimes I think people just jump in a grab because they don't want to deal. I think Bangkok is a lot like that as well, where it doesn't show up in your Google Maps. So as you're trying to navigate, it's quite difficult. And though it can be more cost effective, maybe not, because Grab is pretty inexpensive here. But it can be a pain. But at the same time, it's also fun to explore their public transportation. So I see right over there, there's that X sign. So I think that is the sign, and maybe I'm wrong. Because I saw kind of a similar sign for one of their banks, but I think that's the sign for the MRT, I think. Not 100%, I'm trying to still navigate myself, but I think. But I see the Dang Wahi right there. So I'm gonna cross over to the other side because I don't think I can get through on this side. And then I'm headed underground.
These caves date back over 400 million years, originally formed by natural limestone formations and later used by indigenous people as a shelter and sacred space for spiritual practices.
Okay, actually I lied. If I said I'm getting on the MRT, I'm actually getting on the LRT, which is the half above, half underground. Okay, so I have a token and I need to go ahead and use the token. I actually just had to tap it. So maybe I dispose it on the way out. I'm not sure yet, but we will find out. Let's see, what side do I need to go down? I'm not sure yet. All right, gonna figure this out. Up, downstairs, it tells me. So I'm going to KL Central. All right, so heading to platform 1. No, actually heading to platform 2. I don't know, they both have them on there, but we're gonna go this way, platform 2. All right, one line down, now I need to figure out the second line. So I think I need to walk into the mall. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm about to figure it out. I see more transit this way. Yeah, I'll figure it out. So I actually just found when I'm gonna take the train next, like sorry, I know I'm taking trains anyway. When I go to Georgetown, I'm going to take their electric train. So I found it too, it's right here. Okay, another lesson. So the MRT and LRT are owned by the same company. I am not getting on the monorail, I'm getting on the KTM, which is a fourth line. They're all just individually owned, so it's hard to know, but I see here platform 5, the Batu Caves, so that's where I'm going. So I'm gonna go to the counter and get another ticket. Okay, I'm where I'm supposed to be. I mean, is that super confusing? Absolutely. So, you know, in trying to find the best way here, I'm not sure what to tell anyone. You know, once you're here, like, it's very simple. You easily can find your platforms, but it's a question of like just being able to find the line and then know, is it the MRT, the LRT, or this one, which is called the KTM, or is it the monorail system? Their systems are all really different. So I think having a map of the public transportation is obviously very helpful, so you can try to find your lines. I don't have anything downloaded for that, so I'm kind of relying on everything right here inside the train station to try to figure out, but it is super confusing, and do I wish they were attached to Google Maps? 100%. But hey, life's an adventure, right? So you just gotta go with it sometimes. So the train is so clean, so nice.
In the 1860s, Chinese settlers began mining guano here, a natural fertilizer. And soon after, the caves caught the attention of American naturalist William Hornaday, who documented them in 1878, introducing Batu Caves to the world.
Okay, I made it. Look who's visiting the train station, up there in the garbage.
By 1890, the site took on a new meaning when it was transformed into a Hindu pilgrimage destination, dedicated to Lord Murugan.
So the monkeys are not afraid of the people.
To make the journey easier, wooden steps were first built in 1920, later replaced by concrete steps in 1930. Fast forward to 2006, and the world's tallest statue of Lord Murugan was unveiled here, standing at an incredible 42.7 meters tall at the entrance. Then, in 2018, the 272 steps leading to the main temple were painted in the vibrant rainbow colors we see today, making Batu Caves one of the most photographed spots in all of Malaysia.
Okay, so to go in the cave, it's 30 RM, whereas to go to the stairs and inside to see the Buddha, it's free. So just the FYI. But I do want to go in the cave, so.
Today, Batu Caves stands not only as a major Hindu pilgrimage site, but also as a symbol of faith, culture, and timeless beauty.
So there's one stairs that continue up, which is pretty fascinating, I think. I mean, the cave is really old. If this is what I was referring to, is it being like 400 million years old? I don't think that Buddha is 400 million years old, or at least it's been replicated probably. But yeah, pretty fascinating. So he just prayed for me. That was so awesome. I feel really lucky to have moments like that, and blessed as well. So the stairs coming up do get a little bit steep. There's not a lot of them, so I think that most people could handle them. And if you can't, you can just always stop and rest. So I know getting pooped on is supposed to be good luck, but I'd rather not have it happen to me. I'll find luck maybe in other ways. But that tree is absolutely full of pigeons. They're feeding them here, so yeah. So it appears that all the caves are what you have to pay for to go in. So I already did one. I'm not going to pay to go into this one, but just the FYI. The next part of it, the temple, is free. right, it's time to do some climbing again. I think there's 270 stairs, so just the FYI. Thank you so much. So now I'm perfectly ready to climb. So she just covered me with my scarf. You do have to be covered all the way down to your ankles. So just FYI if you're coming. There's a friend up ahead. He's just sitting in the middle of the stairs. So you do have to be careful with the monkeys. They will try to steal your stuff. And just FYI, if they bite you, you have to get like 3 vaccines, or you can end up like somebody I know in a coma from a bacterial infection. So just FYI. So many people feed the monkeys without even thinking about that if they bite you, which they're wild animals, that you've got to be rushed to the hospital. So I would be really careful with the monkeys. This is this is their habitat, not ours. So we're just visiting, we're tourists. So I would just be real careful with, you know, how you behave around them and just give them their space. my favorite and a fused tea. I think on the way back though I have to stop at the pharmacy because my ears are still so clogged, and today they seem to be worse. So I think I need to go stop and get some help. All right, I totally needed that snack. But now I'm gonna take the train back because I'm just looking, more just the front of the temple. I'm gonna take it back because I do want to go to KL Central because I'm hoping there's a pharmacy there. I see there's lots of friends over here. I'm gonna be careful because they say they're looking for food. They're raiding the garbage can. So you're not supposed to bring your shoes into the temple, but the thing is the monkeys are all here, so I'd be afraid they would steal my shoes because they steal everything. But I mean, they're everywhere. And yeah, they're running right now, they're running through the temple. They're very spiritual monkeys. They always are. They're always at all the temples because they're fed. Okay, so at KL Central, I just visited the mall. I had some ramen, went to the pharmacy. Now I'm finally gonna get on the monorail. I see the monorail is actually here right now. Hopefully this is the right one. But yeah, blue token in my hand again.
Today was such a beautiful spiritual day. If you're heading to Kuala Lumpur, the Batu Caves are a must visit. Make sure you're subscribed because there's so much more of Kuala Lumpur coming your way. See you next time.